Welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network here from Holy Trinity High School for game number 2 of 3 in our spring jamboree here between, game number 2 will be between Satellite and Holy Trinity. As Satellite just capped off game number 1, they defeated Palm Beach Christian 28-20 in a high-scoring game. Again, these games are only 2 halves long, each half 12 minutes long. Now the home team of the Jamboree, Holy Trinity, the host school, will face off against Satellite. This will be Satellite's second and final game of the night. Holy Trinity's first. They will be facing Palm Beach Christian after this game. Satellite will start with the ball from their own 25-yard line. Again, no kickoffs in the spring games, so.
As MCC has rolled up to the game.
I think we know who they're not cheering for. First down and 10, Satellite handoff to Noah Flores, and he's going to get wrapped up off the edge and dropped for a big loss on the first play of the game by Kristen Gibson. First sponsor of this game, Florida Breeze Air and Heat. And that's something that Palm Beach Christian couldn't really do. The entirety of that first game was stop Noah Flores on the edge, and well, Gibson cut that edge off and completely stopped Noah Flores in his tracks. It's going to make it second down and 15 for Satellite back at their own 20. Brody Grennan drops back to pass. He'll roll out of the pocket, step up. Grennan will take off, run through a man, get some yardage back, but not a big gain there on second either. It's going to bring up third down and 12 here for Satellite at their own 23. It's a gain of 2 by Grennan. Satellite still alternating quarterbacks here. They're going to do that throughout both of these games. Saw some good play by both Vigliotti and Grennan. Didn't really see a clear, better quarterback in the first game. One didn't necessarily outshine the other, so still a competition we're seeing between Grennan and Vigliotti. Third down and 12. Vigliotti drops back to pass. He pump fake, lets it fly down the sideline. It was wide open. The receiver limping. It's intercepted by Holy Trinity by number 3, Miles Smith. As I don't know, the receiver there was Sam Schultz, but he was limping, kind of coming off the field there, and I think that's why he kind of gave up on the ball there, but that's a tough break. I understand if, something happened there with his leg. It seemed like if you get injured, but you got to at least put your hand out there, knock the ball down, because he just walked away from the ball, and that one easily intercepted and ran back by Miles Smith, which is going to start Holy Trinity in the red zone at the Satellite 17.
And with all the good we saw of both quarterbacks, that's also what we saw a lot of over the last couple of years.
Dropping back to pass. On a swing pass, Caden Jaquez hauls it in. Good blocks outside. Touchdown, Holy Trinity. First play from scrimmage is a 17-yard score from Forrest Butler to Caden Jaquez for the touchdown, and Holy Trinity strikes first with 10:26 to go in the first half. Caden Jaquez on a swing pass for the score from the new quarterback, Forrest Butler. And a nice play there makes it 6-0 pending the extra point. And it's going to be a kick here. Rowan White, the new kicker here.
Coach Hurley Brown showing off his team.
As hot of a start as you can have. Interception and a touchdown on the next play. Kick coming here from Rowan White. Hold kick is up. It is good. With 10:26 to go in the first half, it's a 7-0 lead for Holy Trinity. That's definitely something here, too, to look at. Holy Trinity is going to have, fatigue-wise, they're going to be better fit to go in this game. Satellite just finished the game. That's not to excuse that. That was just a great play by Holy Trinity, but just saying that's something we're going to have to look out for throughout the course of this game. And then in Holy Trinity's next game, to see, because It's 6:30, but it's about, feels like 90 degrees still.
Coming from the satellite. No, I'm kidding. No, you're absolutely right. But look, it's a spring game. I can joke at you. I would never steal. I would never try to take away your luster come a regular season. Look, hey, it's the end of the year for us too.
First down and 10. Handoff up the middle to Logan Waite. Waite will be brought down after a gain of 2. Another heads-up play by the Holy Trinity defensive front. Yeah, the Holy Trinity win from track and field state championships.
Yes, they did.
Some of those state champions are in attendance for this game.
And
second down and 8.
Alan posted about a couple of them here on the page.
And we got a whistle before the handoff that would have gone for a loss, but a flag down is going to stop the play, most likely coming on satellite here.
By the way, I'd also like to give a quick congratulations while they sort out the penalty to Justin Woolard. Once again, back-to-back state champion for MCC in the
long jump.
I'll say I believe it was a long jump.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I got it wrong during the season, so I wanted to make sure I got it correct tonight. Huh? Hey.
Second down and 14 for satellite at their own 21. Second and 14, Grennan with the handoff up the middle. And that's going to go for little to no gain there by Waite. Satellite stumbling out of the gates here in game number 2. Holy Trinity coming to play here offensively and defensively. We got a flag down here once again.
Keep it posted here on Brevard Sports Network all weekend long. Of course, tomorrow night, we're making the trip over to Bartow for the softball match of the year. Melbourne versus Bartow. Winner goes to Claremont to play in the Final Four. Also, all weekend long, over the next 3 days, we're going to be putting tabs up and keeping tabs on Class 2A, 3A, and 4A in their state championship track meets. So Brevard Sports Network will have you covered all the way. And who knows, we could be also bringing you more Viera coverage. If Viera, last I saw, they're down 3-0 in coming out of the second. But we've seen the Hawks come back before.
Yep. We got Merritt Island and Viera in the boys baseball state Final Four.
We'll keep you updated all weekend long. Long weekend, but you know what? Brevard County teams have a chance to win championships. Let's go.
Penalty was declined. Third down. Screen pass by Vigliotti. Out Flores. It's a trick play. Wide open. Number 7 flying down the field. It's a foot race. And Holy Trinity's going to make a touchdown saving tackle. That's Jaden McMillan, but a huge play to Tim Garvey down the field. And that's something that we haven't seen Flores do in high school. That was his position in Little League as quarterback. And Satellite pulls out the trick play as it's Vigliotti to Flores to Garvey for a huge gain on third down. That's a gain of about 60 yards. First and 10, Satellite to the Holy Trinity 20.
Now, I understand he was thrown to a wide open receiver, but did you see the beauty on that ball? That ball still had the spin. He'd been doing that since Little League, and yeah.
Again, as I said in the first game, he's listed as an athlete, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Flores can do it.
And he can hit hard and make interceptions on defense. So how are you going to stop him?
Now they go to him, and he'll just take it this time on a screen pass. Flores makes a move. First down and goal to come now after a gain of 12 on the screen pass by Noah Flores. Again, Flores had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in their first game.
Yeah.
Makes another good play there. First and goal, Satellite. at the Holy Trinity 8-yard line. But, I mean, he got run down. Jaden McMillan, I would say, is one of the fastest, if not the fastest, football player in Brevard County right now. Jaden McMillan chases him down to save a touchdown. Bigliotti with first and goal. Handoff to Logan Waite. Oh, my goodness. As he runs into a stone wall. He was slow to get up.
Well, I
mean,
look,
Waite ran head down into him.
I want to say
he was the one going backwards. I think that helmet hit him right in the
number 99 there. That's the number on that Mack truck.
Don't have him on our roster, unfortunately. But I mean, he just walked in there and again, ran straight into a brick wall. He went backwards, and number 99 was still standing.
And then you saw number 9 on the ground, and I think that was more just he's catching his breath.
Yeah, I think the helmet hit him right in the
right. The helmet hit. I was like, it hits you right in that like lower,
right below the shoulder pad, right where it cuts off.
So I mean, that's right there in the ribs, and you get hit in the ribs. Sometimes you gotta.
Merritt Campbell.
Gotta regain your breath there, and we'll see him back out on the field.
Merritt Campbell makes the stop for a loss. It's going to be a loss of about 8 yards. Second and goal, Satellite back to the 16-yard line. Grennan back in at quarterback. He'll drop back to pass. Grennan fires a strike over the seam, nearly intercepted by Caden Jaquez. And already with one interception in this game, nearly had a second there as Paris Jarnes had barely any space, but that was a very dangerous throw in that part of the field. Now third and goal for Satellite at the 16-yard line.
Grant, you would have to go to the NFHS network. You go to nfhsnetwork.com, and they are live streaming. The NFHS has all rights to championship games here in the postseason. So if you're looking for Viera baseball, that's the NFHS network. If you're talking about the my bad. Spring football, there's no one that we know of that's live streaming it.
Now they actually call pass interference on that one, which is an interesting call there on the play. And that's going to bring up second and goal again now back from the original line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line. So a good break for Satellite there. Second and goal at the 8 for the Scorpions. Off the Tigers penalty. Bigliotti with a man in motion. He gives. Flores breaks a tackle. Flores breaks another. But no more room to run there for Noah Flores. As he'll get dropped for a loss. And it's going to be third down and goal once again for Satellite. It's actually going to go for no gain thanks to forward progress. So it'll be third and goal at the 8 for Satellite. But besides those big plays, I mean, Holy Trinity's defense has still stood strong here. I mean, Satellite got a 60-yard play to the 20-yard line. Since then, they've made their way down to the 8, but it hasn't been easy. Second and goal now, Satellite at the 8-yard line, as the pass interference did reset the down. So it's second down and goal now at the 8-yard line. Brody Grennan in the shotgun with Logan Waite. And we got a timeout for Satellite here with 6:30 to go in the first half. First timeout of this game, as it's 7-0 Holy Trinity. I'd like to thank our sponsors. It's that time of the year again in Florida when temperatures are going to feel like triple digits daily. Don't get caught with an AC that doesn't cool or is on the brink of not working. Call Brevard Sports Network's newest sponsor, Florida Breeze Air and Heat. Melbourne's premier AC service is locally owned and operated. Florida Breeze employees know getting your air conditioning working correctly or up and running is serious business. Florida summers are hot and you don't want to feel that burning heat for long. That's why so many Brevard County residents trust Florida Breeze with their AC repairs in Brevard and call them when they need their system serviced. Florida Breeze gets things done quickly, right, and with a great price, saving you money, time, and getting you and your family cool faster. For sales, service, and installations, call 321-951-8767 or visit online at floridabreeze.com. Second and goal coming for Satellite at the 8-yard line, coming out of a timeout. Brody Grennan, blitz coming hard, wide open out of the flat. It's a touchdown for Logan Waite for the 8-yard score off the wheel route, and Satellite responds.
Touchdown, Satellite. Pass complete from Brody Grennan to number 4, Logan Waite.
And Holy Trinity brought the house, and Waite just sneaks out from the backfield uncovered. And a nice little touch pass there from Brody Grennan to Logan Waite for the score. With 6:26 to go in the first half, Satellite will trot out Caleb Garner here to look to tie the game at 7.
And that's exactly what that route's supposed to do. If someone's bringing the house, that route's supposed to just make it give the quarterback an easy dump off, safe dump off. That time he dumped it off to the end zone.
And kick hold is good. With 6:26 to go in the first half, we are tied at 7. The Satellite responds with a 8-yard touchdown pass from Brody Grennan to Logan Waite, and the extra point kicked through by Caleb Garner.
We would like to acknowledge both Sage Labella and Kendall Johnson for doing a tremendous job leading your 2023-2024 varsity cheer team.
7-7 now, 6:26 to go.
Now it's time to hand over your leadership duties.
And again, Holy Trinity doing some good, playing real good defense there. But Satellite makes a good play and gets by from the 8-yard line.
Next season is Roxy Edmondson and Miss Melanie Mays.
Sorry, I took the camera off the action. The senior cheerleaders and this year's captains are handing off their captain duties to the underclassmen who are taking over for next year.
Her 5th year on the varsity squad, Miss Sage Labella.
And sorry, I thought that's something that's really awesome that they do that. They bring the seniors back to cheer in the spring game, and they have them hand over the captain duties to the next year's leaders. I think that's an awesome tradition.
Absolutely, and congratulations to the new captains. First down, Holy Trinity. It's going to be a jet sweep here to Jaden McMillan. McMillan gets across the 30 for a gain of 6. And Jaden McMillan last season for Holy Trinity, for a lot of the season, he did suffer an injury in the MCC game, so he lost a few games, but he was up there battling toe-to-toe with Javen Boggs for the county crown at one point. He still went over 1,000 yards, and he was one of the best receivers in the county last year. So Jaden McMillan for Holy Trinity is a name you want to know before the fall, and you'll get to see him here in this one. You saw him make a big tackle defensively, saving the touchdown on the 60-yard play by Satellite, but they're getting the reception. But again, he was going back and forth with 4-star Cocoa receiver Javen Boggs. So Jaden McMillan, definitely a name to know before we head into the fall. Second down and 6. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle for Holy Trinity. Get them a yard away from the first down that time. On the carry by Caden Jaquez. Jaquez got the touchdown on the first play of the game for Holy Trinity on the 13-yard swing pass from rising junior quarterback Forrest Butler, or junior quarterback Forrest Butler. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Holy Trinity at their own 33-yard line, looking to keep this drive alive. As it'll be Butler in the shotgun. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to fall ahead. Did he get the first? It's going to be close. I think the officials are going to measure here. Nope, it's going to be a first down for Caden Jaquez. First down and 10. Holy Trinity up to the 35-yard line as Jaquez gets all of the 2 yards he needed to move the sticks, and it's going to be 1st and 10. First down and 10. Holy Trinity at their own 35-yard line. Jaquez motion out of the backfield. They go the swing pass again. Jaquez from 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get out for a gain of about 3 yards there. Second down and 7 to come for Holy Trinity. That was a swing pass that got him the touchdown early on. A little dangerous just how far back it starts, but You count the yardage behind the line of scrimmage, that's an 8-yard play, but once he got past the line of scrimmage, it was only 3, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7 now for Holy Trinity at their own 38-yard line. Haven't seen any real big plays yet for Holy Trinity downfield. A lot of runs and swing passes. We'll see if they open up the playbook here. 2nd down and 7. Forrest Butler will drop back to pass. As I say that, he'll go over the top, wide open. Jaden McMillan is there, and he's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. Colin Roddy got him, but he couldn't get him down in time. And a big-time play by Holy Trinity for a 62-yard touchdown from Forrest Butler to Jaden McMillan. And as I say, we haven't seen him go deep yet. They go over the top to McMillan for the score. With 3:21 to go in the first quarter, Holy Trinity takes the lead back on 2nd down and 7 for the 62-yard score. Great throw right over the top on C.J. Benson. And I don't know, Holy Trinity might have been watching that last game, because that's the same exact route, same exact pass that Palm Beach Christian got a 75-yard touchdown on satellite. And it's done again by Jaden McMillan and Forrest Butler. Extra point is good by Rowan White. And with 3:21 to go in the first quarter, it's 14-7. Holy Trinity with the lead.
Holy Trinity's offense
Looks good.
Yeah, it does. On Jaden McMillan, not only is he a heck of a football player, he's a heck of a basketball player too. We were here when Holy Trinity played Rockledge, the first game back from not spring break. Let's try winter break. And goodness gracious, you want to talk about an athlete? He hit a game-tying buzzer beater to send it to overtime against Rockledge.
Now again, keep in mind, McMillan did get injured and miss a lot of the second half of the season. He did still finish 6th in Brevard County last year with 791 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. But again, he was a guy up there who was first place for a little bit when he was healthy, ahead of the likes of C.J. Bragg, Javen Boggs, Ramel Hernandez, and the guys that ended up finishing at the top. So he'll be one to watch. Swing pass here from Vigliotti out to Noah Flores. Flores down the sideline. He's going to turn on the Jets, and he steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Nice catch and run by Noah.
Or the 46, but Noah Flores with a big play to start this drive. It's a gain of 29, and that's another name you got to look out for. I think we've made that clear for the last 6 years, but Flores makes a good play there, and that's just a good play pushing him out of bounds as he stayed on his feet, but some part of his cleat caught that white line on the sideline. The official was right there to catch it, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 satellite at the Holy Trinity 46 after the 29-yard gain by Noah Flores. Brennan going to go with a swing pass across the field on a quick bubble screen, and that's going to go for 9 or 10 yards as he finds Alex Batalis. And that is going to be enough for another 1st down. 10 yards on 1st down from Brennan to Batalis. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 satellite to the Holy Trinity 36. First down and 10, satellite at the Holy Trinity 36. A give to Flores. Flores spins off a 1 tackle, still on his feet up the middle. Flores finds a way to get 4 yards. As he gets hit in the backfield again, rarely stops Flores as he goes ahead for 5 yards. 2nd down, or 4 yards, 2nd and 6 to come. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
The real Jody, absolutely he is. He's been a problem since youth. Again, carried his team to that national championship runner-up.
Yeah, I mean, I think every team in Brevard this year has got at least one player, like an X factor. Some teams have more than one. A lot of teams do, but you got to look at every team in the county. I talked about Jaden McMillan for Holy Trinity. And again, they're not the only good players on their team. That's not what I'm saying. But names you need to look out for Satellite, it's Noah Flores, as there's a quick out pass from Brody Grennan to Paris Jarnes, as he'll pick up first down yardage. It's going to be 1st and 10 Satellite up to the Holy Trinity 25.
You know, another school that's here in attendance to this game, MCC, you have
Ramel Hernandez.
I would say Ramel Hernandez, Woolard.
Yep, Justin Woolard.
Justin Woolard's coming. Think about that. You still have Justin Woolard and Ramel Hernandez coming back for.
That was one of the best wide receiver duos in the county last year. Up with the likes of Bragg and Boggs and who else? We had a lot of good wide receivers last season in this county. Last year we saw a big defensive boom in Brevard. This year from what we're seeing tonight, might see some more offense. As this is going to be an end-around play to Alex Batalis, or jet sweep. For a short gain, it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Satellite at the Holy Trinity 22-yard line. Knocking on the door of the Florida Breeze red zone with 1 minute to go in the first half. Satellite looking to punch it in here right before the buzzer.
Got to have a little better clock management, though. You do have timeouts. I want to think about using them here. Again, I'm not telling Coach Helton how to coach. Let me make that very clear. He knows more about football than I do in his long game of experience.
Although it is 2 halves, I don't think the timeouts reset at the half, so you have 3 for the game. Grennan steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Brody Grennan will get just up to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short for Satellite at the Holy Trinity 20 in the Florida Breeze red zone. Now in the spring game, field goals aren't really what people want to see, but this is Caleb Garner's range. Clock ticking down to 12 seconds to go in the half.
Why not?
And Helton might have to take a timeout here if they want to do anything, unless he's going to get this play off. 5 seconds to go, and they are going to.
They're going to walk off the field.
Well, no,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they don't change possession after the half. It's not like a full half. So I'm saying all this strategy, and then I kind of realized they're just going to flip sides of the field. No harm, no foul. So it is 2 halves, but that's just in the literal sense of a half of a game. It's not halftime. There's no change of possession at the half. It's mostly like a quarter break. It's only about a minute long as we're going to switch sides of the field here. Satellite will have 3rd and short coming up. But point still stands. They're still in Garner's range here if they do hit 4th down.
I'd like to thank Florida Breeze Air and Heat for their sponsorship of the first half. I'd like to thank Natwick Insurance. Well, let's be real. When it comes to insurance, you want the best. Well, you want the best, you got to go see Eric Natwick and Natwick Insurance. They take care of Brevard Sports Network, and they'll take care of you. Because you know what? BSN is powered by Natwick Insurance.
This will be 3rd down and short coming up for Satellite at the Holy Trinity 20-yard line. A lot of storylines already shaping up in Brevard County football this year.
Yeah.
Rockledge going to be under new head coach for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Coco with that. We thought that schedule last year was hard. This is probably have you ever heard of a team called IMG Academy? Well,
and we're not talking IMG. We're not talking IMG White. We're talking the national team, the team that goes. It's
going to be a swing pass to Flores. 3rd down, 1st down, and more inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 10 yards by Flores on the swing pass from Dylan Vigliotti on 3rd down. It's going to be 1st down and goal for Satellite now once again, as they're going to look to respond to Holy Trinity score with one of their own here.
Mr. Carl Helton, absolutely. And again, I'm kind of already thinking like halftime strategy.
Yeah.
So again, hence why he's a head coach and I'm just some guy talking on a mic.
1st and goal, Satellite at the 8-yard line after a 12-yard catch and run by Noah Flores. Grennan turns, hands off. Logan Waite up the middle into a pile. We got a flag down as Grennan is stuffed up front by Merritt Campbell and company on that Holy Trinity defensive line. But again, a flag is down. And we'll see what the call is here.
Tackle made there by Kriston Gibson.
Kriston Gibson makes the tackle for Holy Trinity.
Let me go ahead and fix the scoreboard because I forgot to update the half. But, you know, Jackson, we're talking about storylines. what about the storyline? We get second-year head coach Logan Halleck up at Astronaut.
Yeah.
Get a chance to kind of see him kick his second year of the program under his leadership. Kind of interested to see how that turns out.
Same with Bayside, year
Yep.
2 under their new head coach, and changing some things up there, going down, I believe, to the Space Coast or the Sunshine State Athletic Conference.
Yep.
So,
And we'll have their spring game, making the trip to Atlantic High School.
all right.
Bayside and Atlantic. Don't ask me the date on that because I don't have that
And
on me.
I don't hate that choice. I said the same thing with Space Coast last year. You have an 0-10 season. It's unfortunate, but it's year 1 under a new head coach. Got to give him some time to develop down there, especially with the competitiveness of that triangle of Heritage, Bayside, and Palm Bay. Penalty was on Satellites a hold, so it's going to be first and goal at the 20 now as Dylan Vigliotti tried to scramble there, and he's going to go for a loss of 2 yards. Second down and goal. Satellite now back to the 20-yard line.
But, like you said, when people see it as a quote-unquote demotion, some see
It's
it as
a choice.
Right. Look, it is a choice, and sometimes that's what you need to do. Look, Coach Ted Kimmy for Satellite. He went independent for, I believe,
8 years.
For 8
Something
years.
like that. And then the first year back, they had their best season in program history.
Right.
And they've been to the playoffs every year since.
Right. You kind of do that. You get some winning seasons in either independent or in Bayside's case the
Sunshine State Athletic.
right.
And you saw Cocoa Beach. They're starting their climb back up the ranks.
Absolutely.
Space Coast.
Get your program talked about. Get the school talking about your program. Oh, hey, look, we're doing this winning. Well, maybe I can go try out. And then you start getting more athletes out there to the football team because they want to be a part of something winning, and you start building that program. I applaud teams who make that jump and truly rebuild the correct way.
Pre-snap penalty on Satellite. That'll back them up 5 more yards here. Now second and goal at the 24-yard line. This started at the 8-yard line for first and goal. And multiple penalties and loss of yardage. Now second and goal, Satellite at the 24. Grennan drops back to pass. He'll flush out of the pocket on the run. Throwing Noah Flores is there, but it's overthrown. Coverage was Miles Smith. But Grennan rolling out, didn't have his feet set. Overthrows Flores by about a step. Flores was ahead there, but just off the mark. It's going to be third and goal, Satellite the 24. And now at this point, you're kind of at the edge of Gardner's range. Now, I think Gardner's long is from 50. But a 41-yarder would be no gimme from here. Another storyline, too. Teams looking to go back-to-back state titles for Cocoa and Merritt Island Christian.
Yeah, no.
And the number 1 storyline, conference realignment again. Low snap picked up by Vigliotti, third and goal. Sends it down the middle, wide open. Noah Flores hauled in. Flores breaks 1 tackle. He's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Satellite. And it's a 24-yard strike from Dylan Vigliotti to Noah Flores, and Satellite responds again with a touchdown with 10:15 to go in the game. Satellite an extra point away from tying it. And Flores caught it at about the 3-yard line, spun out of 1 tackle and dragged the other into the end zone. Good play by Flores. Great pass over the middle by Dylan Vigliotti, putting it where only Flores could get it.
And that's the star power he has.
And out comes Caleb Garner to tie the game up. Vigliotti will be the hold. Garner's kick up and good. And with 10:15 to go in the game, we are tied at 14 between Satellite and Holy Trinity as we got another good game on our hands here. First one was a 1-possession game, 28-20. Satellite beat Palm Beach Christian. And the game between these two Brevard County foes. Now, these teams only separated by about 10-minute drive right over Pineda Causeway here in Satellite. As these two teams are the closest schools to each other. It's funny because for Satellite, the rivalries, you talk about the Merritt Islands, Cocoa Beach. For Holy Trinity, it's MCC. But these teams are the closest to each other. Now, it's separated by 2 rivers, so it doesn't really feel like it. As it'll be Holy Trinity's ball from their own 25-yard line as Hurley Brown's Tigers will come back out to take the field. 10:15 to go in the second quarter, tied at 14. believe Holy Trinity scored on both of their first 2 offensive drives of this game. Satellite scored 2 out of 3. They threw an interception on their first drive, which led to Holy Trinity's first score.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, not at all. Forrest Butler in the gun. Handoff right up the middle to Jaquez. Spins out of 1 tackle, but he'll go backwards on that one for a loss on first down. Good crash defensively by the Scorpions, forcing a loss on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 here for Holy Trinity at their own 24.
Again, coming up tomorrow night here on the Brevard Sports Network, you got the softball match of the year, the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets.
2nd down and 11, Holy Trinity at their own 24. Butler drops, throws, caught by McMillan. He breaks 1 tackle. Can't spin out of the second one as Roddy brings him down, but that's a gain of 26 yards. 1st down and 10, Holy Trinity up to the 50-yard line. McMillan's going to looked like he was maybe going to come off the field here after the big play, as he was the one that got him the 63-yard touchdown on their last drive. Over the top, as McMillan is going to come off the field. So
started to feel a little. It looked like he was signaling his muscles a little tight there in the hamstring.
1st down and 10, Holy Trinity into Satellite territory to the Satellite 49-yard line. It's a gain of 27 from Butler to McMillan. Butler hands off to Jaquez. Good burst of speed up the middle. He'll pick up 4 on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for Holy Trinity at the Satellite 45. Solid run by Caden Jaquez. 8.5 minutes to go in this game for Satellite and Holy Trinity. After this, Satellite will be done. Holy Trinity will have Palm Beach Christian to close out the night, and tonight's Spring Jamboree hosted here at Kelly Stadium, Catherine Ford Field at Holy Trinity. 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers at the Satellite 45. Forrest Butler drops back to pass, throws the swing to Jaquez. It's hauled in. Jaquez dives ahead. He'll pick up the 1st down. It's a hard-nosed play there by Jaquez. Again on that swing pass. Holy Trinity, kind of their bread and butter offensively is the swing pass. And Jaquez turns it into a 1st down. 1st down, Holy Trinity up to the Satellite 39.
Both head coaches, both Coach Helton. Coach Helton was an assistant to
Hurley Brown at Merritt Island. That's a good point.
During that state champion runner-up
season back in 2021. That's a great point. Reminds you of that graphic they show on ESPN. Butler with a swing pass. And out to number 6, Kristen Gibson hauls it in, brought down by C.J. Benson. It's going to bring up 2nd down, but as I was saying, that reminds you of that graphic they always show that one Washington Redskins coaching staff from 2013.
Yeah. That
kind of tree breakdown, and you kind of see the path that Hurley Brown and Coach Helton have taken since then to reach to this point.
I mean, that was a fun team to follow. I remember being there for the regional championship.
That was my first year.
Actually, my bad. The Final Four game, Merritt Island versus Sebring.
Yeah, Sebring, the game-winning field goal by Brady Denneberg. 2nd down, it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Somehow, Jaquez finds room to run, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards there on 2nd. It's going to be 3rd and short now for Holy Trinity. 6.5 minutes to go in the game, still tied at 14. Latest update we got for Vieira baseball, they trail at the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0 to Dwyer, as they're going to need a comeback here to advance to the state title game.
Look, the fact this Vieira baseball team made it to a Final Four after looking at the start of the season is pretty remarkable.
Even then, we still have hope for Merritt Island in the Final Four as well, I believe.
Yep.
This can be run the outside. Jaden McMillan back in the game. He's going to get a first down. Still on his feet. And it'll take 3 guys to get him out of bounds. Finally pushed out by Ethan Holden. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Holy Trinity off the play by Jaden McMillan once again. And we're going to have a officials timeout here with 5:39 to go in the first half. This game tied at 14. Once again, I'd like to thank NatWick Insurance, our second half sponsor of this game. Still 1 game to go after this tonight in the spring jamboree here at Holy Trinity, as we'll have the Palm Beach Christian Saints versus the Holy Trinity Tigers.
Again, Holy Trinity is going to be one of these teams that is going to be interesting to watch, kind of how they develop into the fall.
Holy Trinity recently has been pretty successful. Starting to kind of turn a corner here, getting more players on the sideline. You're seeing more success to come for Holy Trinity. And look forward to this season. Forrest Butler, new quarterback at the helm. Got names to look out for we've seen today. Caden Jaquez, Jaden McMillan, and others.
Yep.
Holy Trinity looking solid here. Their offense looking to make it 3 touchdowns on 3 drives here as they have first and 10 at Satellite's 26-yard line. Forrest Butler and the shotgun drops back. They're going to go back to the swing pass to Jaquez. Jaquez cutting up field. And he's going to pick up a yard there when it's all said and done for 2nd and 9. Butler got leveled after he got that pass off.
Jaquez was kind of expecting some of his linemen to kind of come up and provide a bit of a wall for him, and didn't develop like he thought he thought it would. I promise I can talk.
Butler drops back to pass again. He's going to let it fly into triple coverage, and it's dropped. In coverage by Mitchell Thorpe. He had 1 interception in the first game, and that one slips right through his hands, and that's one he's going to want back. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 now for Holy Trinity at their own 25. That's just a dangerous pass into triple coverage.
That's that
by Butler.
That's 2 Thorpe is going to want back today. He had that easy gimme that probably could have been a pick 6 in the first game.
Playing good coverage, though.
Oh, 100%.
Being in those situations. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Holy Trinity at the Satellite 25-yard line. This will be a 42-yard field goal from here for Rowan White, no longer having the Brevard Sports Network reigning co-special teamer of the year, Marcus Trout. He's graduated. It's going to be another timeout here for Holy Trinity with 4:46 to play in the game, ahead of 3rd and 9. Big play to come here on 3rd down to get you within possible yardage you want to go for it. Or just pick up the first down altogether. I mean, the 9-yard distance for Holy Trinity, just based on their game plan, doesn't fall exactly into the way they want to play it, because the swing pass by Jaquez, they can get 9 yards. It's just that's not a guarantee. Some of the run plays can get 9 yards. But then your next option, we've seen them really pull out of the playbook, is that deep pass, which we've seen work really well one time, but that time they try it nearly intercepted. So we'll see what Hurley Brown dials up here for Holy Trinity on 3rd and 9 and see how they approach it here coming out of the timeout. Lined up at the Satellite 25 with only 4:46 to play in this game, still tied at 14. Third down and 9, Holy Trinity at the Satellite 25. Scorpions with 2 deep safeties. Forrest Butler will drop back to pass. Blitz coming, throwing over the middle, wide open. It's caught for a first down and more, dragging the defenders inside the 10-yard line. Kristen Gibson brings it in. And that's going to be a good gain by Gibson of about 15 yards to put him inside the NatWick Insurance red zone. Gibson's still down on the play, though, for Holy Trinity, so we're going to have an injury timeout with 4:30 to go in the game, ahead of what's going to be 1st and 10 Holy Trinity at the Satellite 12 after a gain of 13 yards.
And it doesn't look like anything serious. He immediately sat up, grab the calf muscle and immediately put his leg in the air. So it's just it's a cramp. But again, spring practice and then you see it again in the kickoff classics. You know, sometimes as an athlete, you don't think, hey, maybe I should get water, get back into the regular system of, you know, the extra hydration. You play on a turf field. What we see is all that color. What that sun sees when it hits that turf, it sees those black pellets.
Yeah.
And trust me.
I'm surprised that turf hasn't melted cleats, Caleb.
Right.
I think it's hot.
I mean.
Speaking from experience. That's speaking from March experience. This is May experience.
Right, exactly. May, and then you think you
August.
I'll say that listen, anyone that's played football or played any sort of outside organized sports here in Florida understands that August heat is different.
Yeah.
It is different, and it is one of the most miserable times. I don't care what sport you play outside in August. It is miserable.
And now we have an actual timeout by Satellite here. I don't think Coach Helton wanted to have to take that one, but now with 4:11 to go in the game, Satellite takes a timeout. So that leaves them with one left, tied at 14. They did respot the ball. It is going to be 1st and goal for Holy Trinity at the 9 after a 16-yard pitch and catch from Forrest Butler to Kriston Gibson. And again, Holy Trinity looking to cash in on 3 drives out of 3 on offense with this one. Is their offense looking solid here in this game? Satellite's defense looking to make a big stand. Satellite scored on all drives in this game except for their first, which ended in an interception. Right out of the gates by Miles Smith. Satellite with 1 timeout left, Holy Trinity with 2. 4:11 to go in this game, tied at 14. Holy Trinity has 1st and goal at the Satellite 9. Coming up after this, the final game of this Jamboree, it'll be Holy Trinity versus Palm Beach Christian.
And just like we did in between the first game and this one, we're going to cut the broadcast and get our equipment ready for game number 3.
And off to Jaden McMillan up the middle. McMillan cutting back and forth, and he'll pick up 4 or 5 yards there. Bring up 2nd and goal for Holy Trinity. McMillan with 1 touchdown in this one. The other touchdown by Caden Jaquez for Holy Trinity. The touchdowns for Satellite are by Logan Waite and Noah Flores.
I'd like to give a shout out to former Melbourne basketball alumni, current Eastern Florida State college standout, basketball standout, Nate King, tuning into the broadcast. Just down the road, played for Coach Schulman.
2nd and goal here for Holy Trinity at the 5-yard line. Butler hands off up the middle again to Jaden McMillan. McMillan digging ahead, churning the feet, and he's going to get stopped 2 or 3 yards short of the end zone that time. Satellite not letting him through, bending but not breaking here down by the goal line. It's going to be 3rd and goal coming up. 3 minutes to go in the game. This one coming down to the wire. Both of them kind of have in this one. Satellite with a huge play. Chris Fudge got a 70-yard pick 6 to kind of seal the first game. Go up by 14 late, but I mean, it was a 1-point game pretty late in the second half. Now 3rd down and goal. Holy Trinity at the 3-yard line with 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Forrest Butler in the shotgun. 3rd and goal. Swing passes there. Butler rolls out on the run. Triple team. Throws it back to the end zone. McMillan's there. And he gets the foot down. Touchdown. Holy Trinity. Great play by Forrest Butler, finding Jaden McMillan with 4 defenders around him. Heads up play. Gets it in the back of the end zone. And for the 2nd time in this game, it's a touchdown for McMillan. And with 2:18 to play, Holy Trinity takes the lead back as they have scored on all 3 of their offensive drives now in this game.
And that's a beautiful job of stepping up and then sliding, realizing there's nothing there. Rolls. McMillan originally came across the field, came back to his quarterback along the backside of the end zone. Great job
That's a heads-up play, too. Not really getting rattled by the pressure, delivering a good ball in the back of the end zone by Forrest Butler. Extra point coming up here by Rowan Wright is good. And with 2:18 to go in this game, Holy Trinity leads at 21-14. Satellite with 1 timeout left and 2 minutes to play to try and drive down the field to tie this one up. I don't know if there's any overtime set in place for spring games.
Probably not.
Guessing not. So then I would hope Coach Helton would think to go for 2 and try and win it. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Satellite still with a drive.
I want to say, first you got to begin the 75-yard drive.
Yeah. First down and 10 from their own 25 for the Scorps. 1 timeout, 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. This is also key in your quarterback competition you're having for Satellite. If you drive down the field, you know who's stepping up in the clutch moments, who's making plays. The Vigliottis at Grennan. Obviously, you don't have to leave here with a decision. Week 1 isn't next week. That's for the Kickoff Classic down in August when Satellite will have the Cocoa Tigers first on the docket. But, you know, the spring game, this is definitely a great way to kind of practice your sets, see where you want to put some new guys, some JV players that are now full-time on varsity. Brody Grennan will start this drive at quarterback. 1st and 10, Satellite, their own 25. They fake the jet sweep. Grennan steps up, lets it fly into coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. Flag stays in the pocket as he was looking for Paris Jarnes. No, it does not, as we have a flag back around the 30-yard line, but this is back towards the line of scrimmage. So we'll see if that was a back judge calling downfield or if this is back on the offensive line. He was looking for Paris Jarnes and thought it was pretty good coverage.
Yeah, no, that was excellent
Didn't
coverage.
see anything overstepping any boundaries necessarily, but the pass interference is going to be called. 1st down, Satellite. Pass interference on Holy Trinity downfield, and the coverage on Paris Jarnes.
The only thing because I didn't see the beginning of the route is, again, you're only allowed to touch them within a yard.
Yeah.
Sometimes a yard and a half. But the ruling is you're only supposed to jam them inside a yard, and then you have to go play defense.
1st down and 10. Satellite now up to their own 36-yard line. 2:11 to go. Official's going to talk something over here and going to move the ball back a yard, I think, maybe, or up more. Actually, yeah, they only gave him 10 yards, supposed to be 15, so 1st down and 10. Satellite now up to the 40-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. 60 yards to go in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Scorps trail by 7. 1st down and 10. Satellite their own 40. Vigliotti rifles one outside. Paris Jarnes hauls it in. Jarnes turning his feet. Takes a hard hit there from Jaquez. And he'll pick up 9 yards on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Satellite up to their own 49-yard line. Satellite continues to move the ball here. 2 minutes to go. And unlike the NFL and now college football, no 2-minute warnings yet in high school. Luckily. 2nd down and 1 for Satellite at their own 49-yard line. Grennan drops back to pass. Grennan rifles one over the middle. Dangerous pass too far out in front of Paris Jarnes. Luckily hits the turf untouched. 3rd and 1 Satellite at their own 49, and they still have some time here. I don't think they need to go deep already. I think here on 3rd and 1, you have Logan Waite, you have Noah Flores, you even have some athletic quarterbacks. I think if you're Satellite, you can just run this up the gut, get your 1st down, and then go back to your 2-minute offense, especially with the clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Third down and 1, Satellite at their own 49-yard line. Vigliotti turns, gives Logan Waite up the middle. He's got the 1st down as he picks up 2 yards. Clock stops for the 1st down as well. 1st and 10, Satellite over midfield to the Holy Trinity 49. As this game's going to come down to the wire here, see if Satellite can march down the field and tie or win this game, or if Holy Trinity's defense can come up with a stop. For Satellite, you've got to be careful with those passes in the middle of the field. You've seen a few luckily hit the ground. Seen some dangerous passes. 1 interception in this game by Grennan on the 1st drive of the game. Dropping back. Grennan steps up in the pocket, look to throw. He's going to tuck it now and run. And Grennan will pick up 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 now for Satellite. Or 2nd and 5 at the Holy Trinity 44. And Satellite's going to take their last time out of the game here, still with 1:25 on the clock. Griffin Brunger makes the tackle. Brunger also a Holy Trinity lacrosse player, as they advance to the regional semifinals in lacrosse, falling to Lake Highland Prep. 2nd down and 5 coming for Satellite, now out of timeouts at the Holy Trinity 44-yard line. 1:25 to play. They trail by 7. Chipping their way down the field right now, not doing too bad, but now without a timeout, Scorps may have to pick up the pace. Now in high school, 1st down, still stop the clock, so as long as the Scorps are still moving the chains, they can still control the clock. But a bad sack or a short run play could run the clock quite a bit, so Scorps do have to be aware of that now with no more timeouts. 2nd and 5, Satellite at the Holy Trinity 44, needing a touchdown. 1:25 to play. Dylan Vigliotti will chop back out. Again, the Scorpions quarterback switching every play between Brody Grennan and Dylan Vigliotti. 2nd down and 5 for Satellite. Vigliotti and Waite in the shotgun. Vigliotti drops back to pass, throws a swing route to Logan Waite. Waite gets outside. He'll get the 1st down. Well, actually, we'll see where he stepped out of bounds. And he's going to be pushed out just short of the 1st down, actually, but still a solid play there to the outside in. Out of bounds does stop the clock. 3rd down and 2 for Satellite at the Holy Trinity 41. 4-down territory here. But again, like I said last time, I think you still have enough time on the clock, and a 1st down would stop the clock. Just run it up the middle here, get the 1st down, and reset the downs. I think if you're Satellite, you don't need to do anything too extravagant here. You just need to keep moving down the field. 3rd down and 2, Satellite at the Holy Trinity 41. Grennan hands off. Logan Waite. Waite with a big hole. 1st down and more. Waite will get it up to the Holy Trinity 41. It's a gain of 10 yards. Great job there by the Satellite offensive line to open up the hole there for Waite. And he gets 10 yards. 1st and 10 Satellite to Holy Trinity 31. As it's going to be hurry-up offense for the Scorpions. 1 minute to go here from Kelly Stadium. In our 2nd game of the night, coming down to the wire. 1st and 10 Satellite. Vigliotti lets it fly wide open. Tim Garvey got to get out to the sideline. He's going to get out of bounds, but the clock continues to roll as they rule his forward progress was stopped, and he didn't get to the 1st down. Satellite got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to roll. 40 seconds to go. 2nd down and 2 here for Satellite of the Holy Trinity 23. Brody Grennan subs back into the game. 30 seconds to go.
And the referee is calling. So now this is the final timeout, I guess.
Huh. Maybe they did reset it. No, I don't know. Satellite gets given another timeout here.
Hold on. Well, now the referee's coming to discuss it. Do they only get two for the game?
They had 3 for the game. They used 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
they used their 3rd one with 1:25 to go in the game.
Yeah, well, the Satellite players are like, all right, well, we're going to run over and till they tell us the ruling, we're going to go get some talk from the coach.
It's going to be 2nd down and 2 coming up for Satellite at their own 23. And that's a play by Garvey. He did get out of bounds. His forward progress was stopped. That's one, there's not really a realistic chance you're going to break 3 tackles and get through. You just got to just beeline for the sideline. He took a split second too long, kind of cutting back and forth, and that's what ended up keeping the clock rolling and now going to cost them their last time out. So you just got to, if you're Satellite at this point, you got to look to the sidelines when you get the ball. If you don't have a clear shot to the end zone, it's got to be sideline. 2nd and 2. Satellite at the Holy Trinity 23. Clock rolls. 30 seconds to go. Scorps need a touchdown. Grennan drops back to pass. Blocks hold. Throwing to the outside. Wide open Noah Flores. 1st down and more inside the 10. Flores still on his feet. Noah Flores touchdown Satellite. With 16 seconds to go, Flores with his 2nd of the game, his 4th of the night, as he spins out of 2 tackles and gets it into the end zone for a 23-yard touchdown.
Folks, I don't know what more I can say about this cat. This student athlete is unbelievable.
Funny thing is, he's just shifty. He's not the biggest guy on the field.
No.
Flores, I don't know how it looks on camera, but he's not physically imposing necessarily. He's just agile. As Helton's going to send out Caleb Garner to tie this game with 16 seconds to go. They're not going to go for 2 for the win here. So Garner to tie it at 21 with 16 seconds to go after the 23-yard touchdown by Noah Flores. Garner to tie it. It's good. And with 16 seconds to go, Satellite ties it up at 21. I believe Grennan was the quarterback on that one. And he finds Noah Flores for the 23-yard touchdown pass. And that's one I guess Flores just knew he's in the middle of the field. He can't go down no matter what. He made sure that wasn't the case.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen that young student athlete make a lot of plays. But when he cut inside, I was like, that dude, there's that moment of hesitation because you know what he can
if
do.
You're not going down, you better take off.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Most players, I think, would have said, all right, let me get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then again, most players are not Noah Flores.
As we see Holy Trinity head back out onto the field.
All right.
They have one timeout, 16 seconds, starting at their own 25. I don't know if there's any overtime rules in place for the Jamboree. I doubt it, but who knows. First down and 10, Holy Trinity at their own 25. Forrest Butler drops back to pass, lets it fly for McMillan into a double team. It's tipped up, bobbled, incomplete, and a flag's going to come in here on Satellite. As I'm going to look at the delayed replay here on my phone. I don't know. I don't.
Look, okay. I saw it in live action and watched on our device here. To me, that looked like just solid coverage.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, he's in double coverage. The defensive back had his hands like around his waist, so I think that could have been the call, but they were both jumping. That's tough. I mean, that's 15 yards to Holy Trinity. They've been calling those both ways, though. They've been calling those pass interferences for any real contact there, even with the ball, in the area. First down and 10, Holy Trinity up to their own 40. 9 seconds to go. Butler, short play to McMillan. McMillan cutting up field. Got to get out of bounds. And he does get out of bounds going backwards. And the clock's going to run out. And we're tied at 21. And that is the game. So the second game of tonight's Jamboree between Satellite and Holy Trinity. Great game, and unfortunately we're not going to get a decisive winner as it's going to be 21-21 between Satellite and Holy Trinity. So Satellite finished the night 1-0-1.
But I think a big thing is their offense put up, or the team put up.
Combined 49 points in 2 games.
Well, 2 of those being pick sixes.
Yeah.
One, my bad. One. I forgot how to count tonight, folks. I'm not going to lie. I just got off work.
Strong game tonight. And, honestly, the advantage for Satellite here as well is they got to start with the ball first.
Yep.
Holy Trinity scored 3 for 3. Satellite scored 3 for 4. But Holy Trinity didn't get to – they got to start that 4th drive but didn't finish it. But, hey, final notes for Satellite tonight. I think their offense looks solid. It looks improved. Vigliotti and Grennan both look solid. A few shaky passes, but it's the spring. O-line looked good. The run game looked good. Defensively, they got to watch the deep ball, though, because teams are gonna be able to beat them on that. For Holy Trinity, we'll see them again with one more game tonight.
And look, for Satellite, Coach Helton and that coaching staff will get in and really get that defense into gear. I truly believe that. And offensively, I liked what I saw.
Yep.
They showed the ability to run the football consistently.
Big playability was there.
And the big playability. Let's look. I'll go ahead and say it. Let's hope the teams can stick together, and this is the type of Satellite team we see going into the fall.
Absolutely. With that being said, game number 2 of the night, ends with no decision on a winner as we're tied at 21 as the clock hits 0, and it'll stay that way. Final score, Satellite and Holy Trinity 21-all, as we'll have one more game tonight as we'll see Palm Beach Christian one more time against Holy Trinity.